Hello everybody, hope you are all doing really well and welcome back to another vlog on what's happening in the world of theme parks. I wasn't expecting to really be doing this one this week. I was expecting to just do the Alton Towers vlog and the Thorpe Park one like I usually do. But I thought I'd just come in and explain to you, because some of you have been asking what's going on with Rita at Alton Towers and Stealth at Thorpe Park. So both of these are obviously Intamin hydraulic launch coasters, and if you haven't seen already or heard, they're kind of a dying breed now, unfortunately. So recently we've lost King Dakar, which was I think it was one of the tallest ones, or one of the fastest accelerating. So you've lost that one, and everyone's been speculating what is going to be happening with Rita and Stealth at Thorpe Park. So if you go on to the Alton Towers ride availability first, we're going to start with Alton Towers first and then move on to Thorpe Park. But if we start with Alton Towers, the Rita there, we can go on to their ride availability page and we can just scroll down a bit and we can go on ride and attraction. And Rita, it says closed for essential maintenance. It's been closed since the 26th of April now, I do believe. So yeah, that's been closed for quite a while now. Obviously with the hydraulic launch coasters, Intamin still do make the parks for that. So yeah, we just gotta wait it out for Rita, and apparently they've pumped loads of money into it, so I don't think it'll be going anywhere anytime soon. It's just a catch car. We've seen the maintenance teams on site working on Rita, and hopefully it should be back in operation again soon. Here we are then over on Thorpe Park's ride availability page. Obviously these look very similar, and that is because Thorpe Park and Alton Towers are both owned by the same company, Merlin Entertainments. So if you go on ride availability, rides unavailable are Stealth, and Stealth's been closed for quite a while now. The whole of the area is closed off, barried off. I think there was recently a bit of equipment on site. Can't remember what it was, but there's a bit of equipment on site to help do something. I think it's like a lift kind of machine thing. So I don't know what it's to do with. I don't know if it's anything to do with the launch cable, if anything's broken on it. But they have been seen in the shed where the thing is itself, and so we're guessing it's something to do with that. But that's been closed for, I think it's about a month and a half now. So it's been a while without Stealth, more than Rita. And yeah, Rita, we've seen some stuff happening with what seems to be the catch car. So obviously Stealth now is the UK's fastest launch coaster, and it's also not only the UK's fastest accelerating roller coaster, it is the world's fastest accelerating roller coaster. So hopefully it doesn't go anywhere anytime soon. I don't think it will. I still think it's got to go a couple of years in it. So yeah, 80 miles an hour in just 1.8 seconds. So yeah, there is the UK's fastest roller coaster. We've just gone on opposite ways now. Supposed to do Rita first, but hey ho. And Rita is obviously not as fast as Stealth at Thorpe Park. Obviously doesn't have the top hat as well. But yeah, it still does pack a punch. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, and I think that's around 60 something miles an hour. Not sure exactly what it is, 63. But yeah, in just 2.5 seconds. So it still does pack a good punch. And yeah, it's just as good. So hopefully that does become back in operation again as soon as possible. So I did just want to talk about hydraulic launch coasters a bit, as some of you are not really aware of why they're a dying breed or why it's taken so long for these to reopen. So I'm just going to explain that to you here. I've put it all in detail, so if you maybe want to pause it and read, but yeah, I'll read for it for now. So hydraulic Hydraulic launch coaster is a type of roller coaster that uses hydraulic motors to launch trains to high speed in a very short amount of time. Rather than relying on traditional chain lift, these launches are typically very intense, with the trains reaching speeds of up to 100 miles an hour, 160 kilometers an hour, or more within a matter of seconds. This technology allows for powerful, rapid acceleration that provides an adrenaline pumping experience. The main mechanism behind hydraulic launches is the use of the hydraulic fluid under high pressure to power a system of pistons, which in turn pushes the train down the track. This is different from the more traditional methods like chainless or magnetic launches, which use magnets for acceleration. However, hydraulic launch coasters are becoming a dying breed for several key reasons. Number 1, cost and maintenance. Hydraulic systems are complex and expensive to maintain, especially as now that they've been discontinued. The hydraulic motors, pumps and pistons require regular maintenance to ensure smooth operation, and parts are often costly to replace. The high maintenance costs can make those coasters less economically viable to theme parks, especially when there are alternatives that are cheaper to maintain. And obviously now that Intamin do still supply the parts for these hydraulic launch coasters, but they do not make them anymore, and they have been replaced with LSM magnetic launch systems. Magnetic launch systems such as linear synchronous motors, short for LSM, have become a popular alternative. These systems use electromagnets to accelerate the train, and they are generally seen as more reliable, efficient, and lower maintenance compared to hydraulic systems. Magnetic launchers also provide smoother acceleration and deacceleration, making an experience more refined, which appeals to a wide range of park visitors. The reason I do not like LSMs is because, they don't pack a punch as much as the hydraulic launch coasters, such as Rita and Stealth. If you haven't seen already, the LSMs that operate now instead of hydraulic launches, obviously Stealth just has the one top hat. With the LSMs, they do not accelerate as quick, and they also can't really, unless you have a long path, they can't really make the top hat in one go. So it has to have one top hat in front and another one behind. So yeah, it's kind of just ruins it a bit. But the LSMs are good on stuff like I think it's Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Without the top hat, they're pretty good, but doesn't really work well without it. Another one is space and infrastructure. Hydraulic launch coasters tend to require a large amount of space for the launch system. The pistons and the hydraulic equipment need a sizable footprint, which can limit the design possibilities for parks. In contrast, magnetic launch systems are more compact and can fit into smaller or tighter spaces, making them more flexible in terms of design and layout. Another reason is environmental and safety concerns. Hydraulic systems use a large amount of fluid under high pressure, which can pose environmental risks if a leak or failure occurs. And additionally, the high energy systems used in hydraulic launchers can often cause safety concerns if they aren't properly maintained or if something goes wrong. Magnetic systems being more environmentally friendly and often seen as safer and growing popularity. And another key reason is technology has advanced since most of these hydraulic launch coasters came out in 2005. As technology has advanced, more theme parks are looking for ways to innovate the move towards smoother and more efficient launches, with the likes of LSMs and LIMS linear induction motors have overshadowed the hydraulic systems. These newer systems will allow for even faster acceleration, greater precision, and lower long-term cost. I don't know if they're really correct with the faster acceleration, but yeah, and also fewer new hydraulic coasters are being built, and I think they have actually been Intamin don't really make them anymore. So yeah, despite these trends, there's still few famous hydraulic launch coasters in operation, such as that's wrong, King Car is no longer operating. So this is wrong. Is Top Thrill Dragster still operating? I'll have a look. Let me have a look and let you guys know. So yeah, Top Thrill Dragster is still operating. I have just double checked on that, but King Car sadly stopped operating and was demolished early this year. But obviously, when Rita and Stealth do reopen, they will also be included as iconic. I mean, Stealth's a bit more iconic, but here's the other one: Intamin hydraulic launch coasters. Launch system hydraulic powered catch car driven by compressed nitrogen. So, like I said earlier, what's wrong with Rita is the catch car. So they are replacing that. Acceleration up to 240 kilometers an hour, 149 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. Notable rise: Formula Rossa, King of the Car, top full drag start. Obviously, King of the Car is closed. Don't know about Formula Rossa. Another one, Rita Alton Towers. This has actually been uploaded, but for some reason the King of the Car one hasn't. That's strange. So Rita Alton Towers temporarily closed as of May 2025. Opened April 1st in 2005. Speed 98.3 kilometers an hour in 2.5 seconds. Not that tall. There's no inversions. Reason for closure apparently is ongoing maintenance of the hydraulic launch system. No specific reopening date announced. Maintenance focuses on safety and system reliability. And Stealth, as of May 2025, is closed. Opened March 15th, 2006. 128 kilometers an hour in 1.8 seconds. Obviously, just have to top that makes it a lot taller than Rita. There's no inversions, and reason for closure is technical issues with the launch mechanism under review post/refurbishment. Under inspection after recent upgrades in 2024, reopening timeline pending. And like I said earlier, why these coasters are expensive to maintain, higher wear and tear, replacement part. Intamin no longer produces many parts as these models are aging out. Hydraulic complexity, sensitive or contamination temperature require expert technicians. Rising popularity of LSM linear synchronous motor coasters are replacing hydraulics for better efficiency and lower maintenance. So there's a little thing stating why. Before I do end this video, I do just want to make a little thing about ride availability at the Alton Towers Resort. Obviously, this has been ride availability has been a bit bad throughout 2023, 2024, and into a little bit of 2025, but it's starting to get a lot better. Obviously, as you can see here, at the time of recording, the park is now closed. This is wrong. Local time is not 3:52. But yeah, Nemesis Reborn was on 5 minutes. All these coasters were open. Rita, it says here, essential maintenance last operated 26th of April. Closed for essential maintenance. And 13, don't know what's going on with that. Think it might be open. It says 5 minutes. Not sure if that's open. Battle Galleons, all these were open, except from Congo River Rapids, which was experiencing a weather delay. All these rides here were open in Seabeaver's Land. Transport, I think the monorail was closed, but it did later reopen towards the end of the day. And another thing I just wanted to talk about before I do end this video is the Sky Ride, which recently did reopen at the Alton Towers Resort. So apparently it cannot operate in warm weather. So even if it's 20, I think it's about 20 something degrees, apparently in the gondola above the valley, yeah, it can't operate in that because it gets about to 30 degrees in the gondola, and they for some reason have not installed air conditioning. But I did see a thing the other day where one of the gondolas actually had something removed at the bottom and to let the air through. So hopefully they should do that to all of the gondolas, and hopefully they should be able to operate in warm weather. I mean, in the UK it can get quite hot, and yeah, I mean it can be quite toasty in the gondola. I do suppose there's no air conditioning in it, so yeah. But overall, ride availability at Towers today, as of the 12th of May, for the last 3 days it has been pretty good. All of these are open. Monorail was open, but obviously the Sky Ride was shut because of the warm weather. I mean, safety's first, obviously. Congo River Rapids was closed because there was an electrical storm near the park. So that had to close for gas safety. And I also think it was a bit of rain. I think 13 maybe not green on here because it can't really operate very well in the rain, so maybe something to do with that. And Rita's, of course, as we mentioned in this video, been closed for essential maintenance. So thank you all for tuning in today. And yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow for the Thorpe Park. Alton Towers vlog tomorrow. Talk about ride availability, a bit more in a deeper way. And yeah, we'll just talk about the general what's going on, and then we'll talk about Thorpe Park and stuff like that. I thank you all for watching today, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the others. Make sure to like it as well, and while you're here, make sure to subscribe to, as it really does help out more than you know. But I don't have much more to say except from get out there and keep on riding. Goodbye everyone.